Stocks are flat this Tuesday, but the conversation between me and Jonathan Corpina is still popping. So we're going to see what he has to say about the market action today. Did you like that, Jonathan?
That was a good one. You worked on that all week, didn't you?
I honestly, I just came up with it. Hey, back in green. All right, Jonathan, we have a wave of huge earnings this week, mostly because of their global reach. Is that factor very important? Does that really make or break the marketscape?
I don't know if it breaks the marketscape, but it definitely will give us some insight to what corporations are thinking, right? And you and I have talked about this, I think, the last 2 weeks is, Apple is this major global household company that when their earnings report comes out, everyone watches, everyone listens. We're clearly going to want to continue to hear what the verbiage along the lines of tariffs and how they feel tariffs are going to affect them. Some of the subsidiaries that they work with, one of the thousands of other small companies that they work with, and how that translates to the consumer. I think, at the end of the day, we want to know, what does this mean for me? So from the call today, I think we're going to get some additional insight, which will be very good for us.
And we have the U.S.-China trade talks happening simultaneously this week. Has the story changed there for you at all?
It hasn't changed, and I don't think it's going to change. I read something rather interesting that historically over time, U.S.-China trade talks have taken about 18 months from the beginning to the end to get an agreement on the table. And then from there, it's taken 45 months to actually put something in place. So I think we might be fooling ourselves, and I was in one camp, and now I'm in another camp after reading that something was going to happen sooner than later. I think the U.S.-China trade talks are going to continue and linger on for quite some time.
18 months. All right, that's a really nice tidbit. Now, we also have a Fed policy meeting happening. We have a Jerome Powell, I like to call it a pressing conference tomorrow, not just a press conference. Are you comfortable with how he's communicating the Fed journey?
Listen, I think what we've heard so far is what has been expected, and the Fed always finds themselves in a great position where they're able to kind of hide behind some headlines and hide behind the hot topics. I think they're going to be able to, and rightfully so, use current headlines as somewhat of a deflection as to what's going on in our economy. They're going to continue to talk about the uncertainty of tariffs and U.S.-China relations and how that affects everyone. They're going to continue to talk about interest rates and the uncertainty as to what our economy is going to look like and what global economy is going to look like. So they might use that as an opportunity once again to pause. They can really write their script as to how they want the next quarter or 2 quarters to go. The unknown is obviously the tariffs, but other than that, they can use this as just to sit back and let things unfold, and then they can react down the road.
Nice key points to pay attention to. So, Jonathan, all in all, are you still saying to play it safe, even if we truly believe in awesome fundamentals in a company, not to go too crazy there?
I don't think playing it too safe is really the best call. We know that I feel that the China-U.S. conversations are going to continue for quite some time. Hopefully, government shutdown will get some sort of resolution sooner than later. But at the end of the day, you have to look at companies and the fundamentals that they have behind them, and are they profitable, and can they continue to remain profitable? There are going to be ripple effects from U.S.-China and global relations. That is going to occur. It doesn't matter what sector you invest in. So I would invest for the now and try to figure out what you think the next 6 months are going to look like, under the assumption that things will probably continue to look the same as they are today, but our companies continue to be strong and thriving.
All right, Jonathan, one more question for you.
What's that?
Patriots or Rams?
Oh, gosh. As a New York Giant fan, and having our team beat the Patriots twice in the Super Bowl already, I think you cannot discount Tom Brady's his respect throughout the league and his ability to win. And I think that he is going to be able to somehow, he and Coach Belichick will somehow figure out a way to win this coming weekend. I'm not saying I'm happy about it. I'm just saying that if I had to make a decision, I'm going to go with the old seasoned vets over the young Phillies.
All right. Sounds good, Jonathan. Thank you so much. So if you're not betting on stocks, maybe you can look forward to Sunday for this Super Bowl if you're in New Jersey anyway. Jonathan, thank you so much. Have a good one.
Thank you very much.
Awesome.